Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or in all of the decks could be a story message for you. So what I like to do is hold each deck up to the camera for you to see, and we'll go ahead and start with deck number 1 and see if it's resonating with you. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Okay. Or how about deck number 2? Could your story or message be here in deck number 2? Okay. Or how about deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? All right. I hope you have made your selection. Let's go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Scoot, scoot, scoot. We have Strength, 5 of Swords, 2 of Swords, the Sun, the Chariot, Central Issue, 3 of Swords, the World, and the 7 of Shields. Okay, so Central Issue looks as if there's some sort of ending. I feel like maybe there's a separation going on. It really looks like you were patiently waiting or trying to make something manifest, and whatever it is that you were waiting or working on may be coming to an end. Maybe you were working on a relationship, maybe you were working on relocating, a job, whatever it is. It just looks like the waiting period is over. Now, it does also look like maybe something turned out to be a disappointment, or in order to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest requires some sort of letting go. So let's say, for instance, you manifested a job, but it's, somewhere distant, or it's going to be a big commute. Let's say you manifested a relationship. Maybe the only person that's knocking at the door is an ex, the one that you don't really want to get with. It just looks like something is painful or hurts in regards to what you are manifesting here. Now, it also looks like you could have been trying to evolve and let go and move on from a person or a job. So, or a location, whatever the case, maybe you're relocating. Whatever you're doing, it seems like it's going to take, people are going to be hurt in a process, whether it's you or the people around you. Now, if this is an offer coming from an ex, I feel like you're going to be trying to pull back or refrain from maybe getting back with this person, speaking with this person. I'm getting the energy of somebody playing hard to get, and also hurt people hurting people. Because one person has been hurt, they end up hurting other people. And also with these two energies here, I feel like something is a no-win for anybody. It doesn't matter. So two people may be trying to prove a point, but end up with nobody proving a point, nothing getting through. Let's say you were standing your ground for something and you were like, I'm not going to allow this person to come back into the picture until this, that, and the other happens. And the other person feels the same way. So someone is mirroring your same energy, but at the end of the day, nobody wins. It just ends up in a draw. Yeah. It's like they wouldn't fight for you. You're not going to fight for them. Even if this was a situation where, let's say there's some sort of competition going on, and somebody is trying to hire somebody. I feel like if it's down to two contenders, but the decision lies with one person, I feel like, or two people rather, it's like you need a tiebreaker. So I feel like there's a tiebreaker needed. So let's say two managers were like, I think we should go with this candidate. And the other manager is like, no, we should go with this candidate. And so both people are at odds with each other. And then there's some sort of halt and nothing's happening. So it's like at that point, you know, none of the people that got interviewed are going to get hired because management couldn't decide, or management had their own personal beliefs as to who and why the person should get hired, or, you know, whatever the case. So it's like, you know, let's scrap the whole thing. Let's just have a whole new interviewing process. And I know that was like a weird example, but I'm trying to think of something outside of a love situation for you guys. So either way, something's going on where I feel like both people are so resilient in their decision that nothing ends up happening. It's a draw. There needs to be a tiebreaker. So it does look like whatever this situation is, finally there's going to be a breakthrough. So let's say it was about a competitive job field, or maybe you were competing for the same apartment. You and several applicants applied for the same place, but everything was the same. There was nothing to separate one person from the other. I feel like at some point, somebody stands out. Like, it's like, okay, we have a clear winner. We have a breakthrough. So I feel like this tie is going to be broken, whatever it is. If you are the person that is needing to make some sort of decision and things have been at a stalemate because of you, I feel like at the end of the day, you just say, you know what, I'm going to do what's best for me. This is what I need to do. And that is really how I feel like you're going to overcome any obstacles, is by looking out for your best interest, but not necessarily in a selfish way. Just realizing that life is what you make it. And also something in regards to you having to have the courage to do the things that you're trying to do, or you needing to speak up for yourself. Whatever this battle is, I just feel like there is some sort of drawn out war going on. I just keep getting the idea of two people. One person is like, yes, and the other person is like, no. The other person's like, yes, no, and it's just back and forth because both people are so adamant in what they believe in, or why they're saying yes or why they're saying no. And I don't know what comes through, but we do have a tiebreaker at some point. So I say all of that to say that at some point, there's a tiebreaker coming into the picture. Now, also, I'm getting the energy of you getting a lot of attention, you rising above anything that could be potentially negative. I just see somebody taking a high road. Somebody's deciding to take the high road. Hold on before I clarify these things, because I'm seeing some other messages come out. Okay, so somebody is going to be drawn to your light. I see you attracting a lot of people, even if people don't want to acknowledge you, even if people are ignoring you or being hostile towards you. I see you standing out, or people naturally coming towards you because you are the truth and it can no longer be denied. I think someone was trying to deny the truth or trying to hide the truth. Someone did not want to admit to something because ego is in the way. I got Leo coming out also with fives. I feel like fives deal with the ego. And so I feel like, and then the sun is ego. So something is happening where there needs to be, I feel like someone needs to kind of let go of the ego, or someone needs to surrender to something. I hope that makes sense. Either way, it doesn't matter. I see you kind of getting the attention of other people who may have been blocking you, denying you, ignoring you, resistant to what you were saying or doing. And at some point, you have to be acknowledged. Something can't be ignored anymore. It's like, hey, the truth is here. The truth is in your face. You can't deny this anymore. Too many facts are going to come out. So too many revelations are coming out. So I feel like you can't hide the truth. It's too bright. It's too bright. So I don't know what this is pertaining to. It seems like it has more. It's not just a love situation. It has to do with more than just a love situation. This has to be with honoring and respecting what is true, or knowing how to distinguish between what's true and what's false. The truth is going to come out, basically. Maybe that's something that has to do on a global scale because it is next to the world card. So maybe this is having something to do with what's going on globally. It's like you can't hide the truth anymore. You can't argue. Stop arguing against what's true. Reality is going to show. The facts are going to show. This also can be if you are having some sort of personal argument with somebody. And it's like, as long as you remain true to who you are and just keep stating the facts, and you got receipts, and you can back up everything that you're saying or doing, you can't be denied of whatever it is. I don't know what this is. Love, friendship, job application. It's like you can't be denied anymore. Now I also see a situation going on as, speaking of denial, let's say this is a love situation where someone is like being cold and distant, pushing somebody away, acting like they don't like the other person. I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. If that person if it's you and that's not really the way you feel, at some point the truth is going to come out. It's like, that is not the way you really feel. You do not want to push somebody away, or it could be reversed. Maybe someone's trying to push you away. Whatever these false feelings are, at some point, it's like, hey, the truth is coming out. No, you can't deny these feelings anymore. You can't deny the truth anymore. If this is a job situation where you feel like people are hurting your feelings or mistreating you or passing you up for opportunities, at some point it's going to get called out. It's like, hey, you can't keep passing me up. And it looks like you would be the one that speaks up. And I feel like that would be your success, because you call people out. You call out the lies. You call out the, what do you call it? Any type of malpractices that are going on at the job. Like, at some point, I feel like you're standing up for what you believe is right. As long as, I feel like this is a situation about whoever is being honest, whoever is telling the truth, it will show. I'm trying to think of a situation where both people feel that they're right. Even if it's something like that where both people really believe their own story, at some point, at some point it's like, okay, this is undeniable. What this person is saying is the truth. I can't, there's no more backup. So it's going to be a tiebreaker. Like I said before, it's going to be a tiebreaker. I know these are unusual stories or situations to give, but that's kind of what's coming to me. Now, I'm also getting something in regards to 77. 77 might be very significant for some of you. Maybe you're seeing that number. Maybe that's someone's birth year. Maybe someone was born on the 7th month, 7th day. So Cancer, and I do have Cancer coming out, and Leo, maybe Libra. Yeah. Something also may be happening or be confirmed during Leo season. I don't know too if you're wanting to take some sort of trip and someone has been denying you or blocking you. I feel like there's some sort of fight going on. Some sort of fight. There's some sort of separation. There's some sort of separation. And I feel like whatever this separation is, at some point you can't prevent the truth from showing, or from love, people who are supposed to be together, soulmates. You can't keep people apart. You can't keep apart whatever is meant to come together, is what I'm getting. So even with the whole situation that's going on now, whatever agenda there is, I feel like it can't be sustained. Okay, so let me go ahead and start clarifying some stuff. I'm gonna look at strength first. I got the name Monica. Somebody, not only Monica, she may have red hair, or someone that you're dealing with may have red hair, or you may have red hair. There is a need for someone to remain humble as well. And I feel like someone, let's say someone knows they're right about something, but they are trying to remain humble about it. I feel like that's a situation that could be going on too. Like somebody's like, I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm going to let this, that, and the other happen. And then you'll look at me. I won't have to say I told you so. I see someone who has eczema. Someone may suffer from eczema. You also could be dealing, like I said, with a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Someone is trying to prevent the truth from coming out. So someone is trying to hold back that they don't care. Whatever it is that someone is trying to hold back because of pride or ego. Someone doesn't want to be wrong, or, whatever that case. I feel like the truth is going to outshine that. If someone is trying to hold you back or prevent you from moving forward with anything, relationship, job, moving into an apartment, like at some point they can't do that. If it's, like I said, if it's a love situation and someone is trying to deny, okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how many Muslim followers I have. I was raised Muslim, and there's a surah in the Quran that keeps coming out, and I know it's about like nearing end times, and it just keeps saying every verse, which of these favors will you deny? Which of these favors will you deny? And I don't know why that, something about that is standing out to me, and it's making me emotional right now. And I know it's Ramadan. So Ramadan Mubarak for those of you that practice Islam. But I'm getting something about that surah keeps standing out. Which of these favors will you deny? Some of you might be having some sort of inner awakening or inner enlightenment that is really moving for you. You could be inspiring other people, or someone says something that inspires you. Matter of fact, I see some sort of enlightenment happening. Maybe you were in denial about your spiritual beliefs, and you've seen too many, you've gotten too many signs, gotten too many clear indications that something is not what you once believed, and you're having to let it go and be authentic to something that you truly believe in. So spiritually, I feel like something's going on that you could be trying to hide or deny. And I feel like at some point you can't suppress it anymore. You can't hide it anymore, what you're really thinking. Okay, I wasn't going to say it, but I have to say it. Now, this part is just pertaining to spirituality overall and about manifestation. Some people don't like to hear it. I mentioned this before. I don't like to talk about it a lot. But as you know, quiet is kept. I do believe that we are all individual gods. I feel like God is a unit made up of many. This is why he's able to see and hear everything at all times. And I feel like God's consciousness is always evolving. Because every time there is a soul born, it sees something from a different perspective. And, you know, that's just, in brief, just kind of my insight on how, and that's just my philosophy. You don't have to agree with it, but that is my philosophy, that he reside, or she, source resides in all of us. We are all capable of awakening that inner god or goddess. Matter of fact, it makes me think of the comment that someone left, and I just laughed at it, because she was like, stop blowing smoke up people's ass, you know, telling people that they can use discernment, because everybody can't use discernment. And I agree, everybody can't use discernment. I do feel like it's a gift, but I do feel like everybody has the potential to open it or awaken it. And so my message is for those who are on that path. But I couldn't argue with her. You know, I ended up blocking her. I just couldn't argue with her because, first off, I ain't gonna lie, I got a bad temper. So I try not to speak from an emotional standpoint. I have to pull back and let me kind of breathe a little bit. But she didn't see what I saw. She didn't take my interpretation, or maybe my interpretation went over her head, you know, but, you know, I do feel like everybody can use discernment. I do feel like everyone has intuition, even people who say they don't have it. Yeah, some people not tapped into good to it, but I don't feel like that means that you can't. I just feel like maybe there's a different avenue that you have to take in order to tap into your intuition. And the sun, to me, this is enlightenment. This is Christ consciousness. To me, my definition of Christ consciousness, of what I've gone through, is that you are realizing that the true meaning of the kingdom of God being within you, because you are your own inner God. Everybody's a co-creator. So that's just my take, and I don't know how the conversation got off into that, but that's what I got. So I'm getting more so like a spiritual message, but this can still be applied to other areas of your life. Now, romantically, I see a soulmate coming towards you. Two people who are definitely attracted towards each other, but they've been fighting that energy, and at some point it can no longer be suppressed or denied. The truth is going to come out. You also could be dealing with someone who's very popular, or you could be very popular. I see you also just getting a lot of attention and getting success, and I feel like good news is on the way. Now the sun just flipped over, so that confirmed that good news is on the way. And I was getting ready to say, I don't like telling everybody what's going on, but I know I feel like some of you are getting a new car. Now I know some of that is pertaining to my personal beliefs or personal situation. I didn't even choose deck 1 though, but I feel like either way, some of you are getting new cars. Some of you are also discovering some sort of new gift, or you're being encouraged or inspired to pursue your gifts or dreams or whatever talents that you have. If you're creative, don't be shy. Stand out. I see someone being very straightforward with who they are, or sharing their gifts with the world. Someone may be world renowned. I'm looking at the world and the sun. So someone may be world renowned. Now I got something about a deer. I don't know if that is some sort of confirmation for somebody, or if that's talking about somebody's favorite movie was Bambi as a child. Star. Sun clarified by the star. So I was just saying something about being world renowned. So you might be a star, or you could be dealing with someone who's a star, or you might rise to stardom at some point. And I feel like something's going to be a blessing. Something happens overnight where it seems like an overnight success, but really something's been manifesting for a very long time. So you may have been faced with a lot of heartache because something was taking so long to manifest, but that situation is coming to an end. That whole manifesting process and stage, that waiting period that you've been in, I feel like is coming to an end. When it happens too, I also feel like you're not going to believe it. You're going to be in denial of something good that happens to you. Maybe because you're so used to waiting, or so used to negative or bad stuff happening, and so it's hard for you to accept when something good manifests for you. So you're going to have a hard time accepting the truth. Somebody's getting cheered up, or someone's going to understand that something was a blessing in disguise. I also see someone being very vocal and honest about their feelings for the other person. Someone is just like, I can't hide it anymore. I feel like this is how I feel about you. I've been hiding it. I ignored opportunities to talk, and now I want to. So I feel like, really, I feel like it could happen on both ends. Excuse me. Someone thought they were going to be rejected, but I feel like as long as you stay positive and keep going towards something that you want, it will manifest for you. Everything is in divine timing. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to deck number 2. Let me move this because this deck takes up all the space. We have 9 of Cups, Prince of Staves. I meant to find out. It's staves. I think it's staves, which is the same as wands. We have Queen of Cups, 9 of Sacred Circles, Ace of Cups, and we have Queen of Swords, central issue, the Sun, central issue, Lovers, central issue. This is Ancestral Path Tarot. Ancestral Path Tarot. For those of you, I know that somebody's going to ask. Okay. Oh, so let's just go ahead and start off with a love situation. So I feel like the truth is coming out about lovers. Who your soulmate is, who you feel like your best friend is. There's something happening where you're being connected with someone and you're talking, you're having these conversations, and it just feels so warm being next to this person, or it feels so comfortable to talk with this person. So there's someone coming towards you if they're not already in your life. I feel like there's someone coming towards you that you're going to be feeling so comfortable around. Feels like you can be your authentic, true self with this person. If there's anyone that has been trying to decide between two people, you were trying to decide between two people or somebody else, like at some point the sun is like, you can no longer see. This is a similar message that came out in deck 1. And I said I did not choose deck 1, but yeah, it's like the truth is coming out and you can't deny it. It's too bright. This is way too bright. Something is like staring you in your face. Now, it also could be that a platonic relationship evolves into something more romantic. So something may start off as platonic. And it's funny too, because we have Adam and Eve here next to the sun, which is some sort of enlightening energy. So I feel like someone has tasted the forbidden fruit, and because of that, like, I guess Pandora's box was open and can't be closed back. It's like you can't unsee something, you can't unfeel something. So it looks like the truth has definitely come out into the open, and now it's like, okay, what are you gonna do now that this truth is in our face? What are we going to do about this? I feel like you're having clarity. So if it isn't in a regards to a love situation, it doesn't matter. I feel like the truth is coming out. There's going to be clarity about a situation. You are going to understand what path that you need to take or what decisions that you need to make, because it becomes very obvious, especially if you were in the dark about something. So I'm feeling too like maybe you were in the dark about something. You were like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of feeling my way out of this. You were like behaving like a high priestess. And then in this situation, I feel like you finally come to the light, or finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like there's some sort of indication that you've been in darkness about something. And then the truth becomes obvious. Not only that, but I feel that this is good news. This is good truth. This is reality. This is some sort of wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups. So I see here with their depiction, there's a celebration taking place. I feel like this is an inner celebration. Maybe on the inside, you're dancing, you're singing. You're like, this is the best ever. This is amazing. This is the best day. This is some good news. So whatever it is, I just feel like you're really excited about something because truth has been revealed to you. Some sort of truth, some sort of answer, confirmation, response that excites you, inspires you. And on the inside, you're definitely singing and dancing about something. If you are an artist or you're creative, it definitely looks like that's what's happening. Like you're being very artistic or very creative about something. Now I got 2 9s coming out, and then I'm looking at the sun. You guys are being very confident about some things. Like I feel like you're shining because you're confident, or someone, if it's about a love interest that was shy, I feel like this person isn't going to be shy anymore. I feel like their confidence is coming out. Someone now has the confidence to approach you or admit something to themselves. This might also be some sort of self-realization, like you're excited because you're having some sort of inner realization, self-realization. Something's being confirmed for you that gives you a sense of happiness and peace. Okay, in a love situation, we have several energies coming out. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So those are the, you could be dealing with any sign, but those are the ones standing out. Now, I also feel like you may be learning about some sort of talent, or someone is bringing out your gifts or your talents. So let's say this is a situation, it can be romantic or not. It just, to me, indicates a significant encounter. Maybe it's a brief conversation, maybe it's something that is leading to long term. Whatever the case, somebody that you're connecting with spiritually, on a spiritual level, I feel like something's being activated. So if you had any talent or any hidden gifts, this person is bringing that out of you. You guys are connecting. It's a mutual connection. It's a mutual attraction. If this is a new job, then you're shining. Something about you and this company, the people that you're working with, is lifting you up, helping you stand out. This was the best decision ever. So I feel like, you know, depending on what your situation is, it doesn't matter. I feel like something's being activated and you're having some sort of self-realization. But because I do have creative energy next to emotional energy, this does look pretty good for those of you that are creative, whether you're an artist, singer, actor, actress, dancer, musician, producer. Even if like producers work in a background or behind the scenes, I feel like you could produce a song that's so amazing that people want to know, like, no, we got to put the producer in the spotlight. Who is this? Who made this song? Who made this beat? Who was so innovative with this idea? So I feel like people would be wanting to know who you were, even if you were like, no, I don't want the attention on me. I don't want the spotlight on me. I'm good. It's like people are going to want to know. They're asking you to share your thoughts and ideas, and people want answers. People are being inspired and uplifted. So yeah, if you normally are quiet or work behind the scenes, something's happening where people want to know about you. People want to know who you are. Who? Okay, so I'm getting the name like Helda. That is, I don't know if I have any Helda viewers or Hilda viewers. Maybe that's just confirmation that someone is German, or something about someone has like a German background. Even if you can speak German or have taken German language, studied the German language, maybe if it's not about Helga, Hilda, I feel like it's Helga or Hilda. And if that is not your name or someone that you know, then I feel like it also could be talking about a language or something about the German history that is confirmation for you. Okay, now whoever's shy in regards to expressing themselves, I feel like this is the time for you to speak your truth. So, if someone is coming towards you romantically, this person is coming out of their shell. And I feel like someone's going to test the waters. Someone is having to learn how to go after what they want. So if someone is shy and you've been like, ain't nobody got time for all of that, somebody being shy and stuff, I feel like this could be somebody's lesson to learn how to go after what they want, how to pursue what they want. If it's not romantic and it's a dream, you've been held back, This is about you coming out of your shell and saying, you know what, I can't be afraid to pursue my dreams. So it seems like that's what you'll be doing. Finances look pretty good. I feel like you'll be financially independent. I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention. The attention that you're drawing to yourself is going to somehow help you become financially stable or independent. If you were in some sort of toxic relationship, I feel like there's someone coming into your life that changes your whole perspective, and they inspire you or encourage you to realize that, hey, I don't need to stay in this relationship. I could do everything by myself. Even like I said, it could be a brief encounter. It maybe is something that you see. You connect with somebody on TV. You're connecting with someone through a song. I just saw somebody sending you a message, though. Somebody speaking directly to you, like a direct response. It's not even private. It's private in the sense of talking through a veil or being disguised. I feel like someone's being authentic in their saying something directly to you. Those of you that are having children, I feel like either you're having a son or a very dominating daughter. I also get the energy of someone who is a healer or makes healing products, like more on the holistic side, but this can still be someone who's a doctor or a nurse or psychiatrist. But I am getting something about natural remedies, natural healers. Something that's been passed down through generations. Someone is also like, I feel like someone's very creative. They make something. Someone makes something from natural ingredients. You guys are definitely going to experience a renewal of love, a renewal of unconditional love, self-love, or a partnership love. It's either way, it doesn't matter. It's just good news. I see you having an abundance, like blessings coming down from the heavens. Like something seems like like it was from heaven. And you're like, oh my God. If it's a love interest, definitely looks like where have you been all my life type of situation. If it's career-wise or dealing with creativity, I feel like you are taking advantage of some sort of opportunity, like something's going to be presented to you and you're like, I gotta take this opportunity. I gotta push towards this. If you feel like you've been going through some sort of lesson, I feel like you have learned some sort of lesson. Now, what is this? Because I'm feeling like something also significant could happen on the 1st or the next new moon, which would take place in Gemini season. So something could happen with, matter of fact, I see 9. I got 2 9s standing out, so I think 9 is significant. 9 days on the 9th. I'm getting on the 9th or on the 1st. I even want to say on the 10th, because something about 9 plus 1 equaling 10 equals 10, but then gets reduced back to 1. You may need to choose between fire and water and air. Let me look at the Ace of Cups. So you're going to get offered some sort of opportunity. People are going to be willing to work with you, or someone wants to work on a relationship or fix it. And I just feel like that's what you're going towards. You're going to have an opportunity to repair something. Now, it could be something mundane, like repairing your car, repairing your home, repairing your credit. But I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to start fresh. Something could be wiped clean. Someone just saying, let's just start over. Let's forget about that. Let's start fresh. So I feel like there's a strong foundation being established in your life, whether it's dealing with finances, love, your diet. Maybe you're having to start your diet all over. If you've been sick, I feel like you're healing. You definitely look strengthened. Ace of Cups also may be talking about somebody who's at a distance. Someone who's been too nervous or shy, insecure, paranoid about coming forth or speaking their truth. I feel like they're going to overcome that. If you've been in search of something, like you felt like you couldn't find the right partner, you couldn't find the right apartment, the right house, the right car, the right job, whatever it is that you were giving up on, you were like, I'm not finding what I'm looking for. I feel like you're finding it. And you can put it into worrying. If you've been working 2 jobs, you can finally let one go, because you might find that one good one that pays the perfect amount where you don't have to work part-time, so here and part-time there. If there was some sort of relationship that wasn't working out right, I feel like you meet that right person that fulfills everything that you've been looking for, because you've been feeling a sense of emptiness. If you've been searching for your soul group and you feel like nobody gets me, I feel like that on Facebook, nobody gets me. Like, I feel like you find your soul group. Something else, there was one more thing I was tapping into about you finding. It doesn't matter, it's just about you finding that finding that fulfillment. Like, you've been searching through some sort of void. Even, like I said, if it's in the beginning, if it's something within, like you've been searching for something, you're discovering something within yourself, or you're discovering that something was within you all along. Matter of fact, this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just going to look at the 9 of Cups again. Nine of Cups. I said it's self-explanatory. Some sort of wish fulfillment. Good news. You're going to be happy about your upcoming situation or your current situation. If this is about someone approaching you with how they feel, this is someone finally having a confidence to come forth, to open up, to share something with you. So yeah, this can be a new opportunity. Let's say you felt like you saw every house on Trulia or Zillow, wherever your searches engine is. You've been searching every home. You're like, I have not found the right home. I just wanted that one thing. You wanted to tweak everything. This is finally coming into whatever you've been asking for. You're like, oh my God, finally it has everything that I was asking for, all the features, all the, amenities, all the this and that. So I feel like you find it. You find it. This is definitely, too, about somebody who was shy coming into their own, and someone being finally single as well. If someone has felt like they've been stuck in a relationship, I feel like it's going to be a happy ending. It doesn't mean that you stop loving somebody or that someone has stopped loving you, but I do see someone who's also becoming newly single. and being okay with it. All right, so let's go on to deck number 3. This is the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's just like the regular Gilded Tarot, but it's Royale. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Empress. King of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Hermit. Central issue, we have the Four of Swords. Ace of Wands. And the Lovers again. Okay. I say that again just in case those of you that are cross-watching. Lovers also came out in deck number 2. Oh, my coffee. I hope it's not cold. Okay. So what I'm getting is that you could have been faced with some sort of decision. Something was offered to you. The ball was in your court. You were torn between this person, this job, that job, this, that, whatever. I feel like the ball is in your court in regards to some sort of decision. And now it's about being patient and understanding why you're making the decision that you're getting ready to make. If it's not you, it could be someone that you're dealing with. I feel like information is being processed, and this is about being patient and not rushing into a decision, but actually processing everything and getting ready. I feel like somebody has come to a conclusion. It's like, okay, I've now come to a conclusion. It could have also been new information was just presented to you right before making a decision. So let's say you thought you had to decide between this person, that person. It's like, surprise, surprise. There's another opportunity, another person. And you're like, oh, well, that puts things in a different perspective. Wait a minute. I feel like you are now understanding something here. And I feel like patience pays off. Definitely you having clarity and moving forward with a decision. Moving forward towards goals or dreams. Some of you could have been debating on whether or not you want to have a child. Should I have a child or not? Should I start a business or not? Should I buy this home or not? Should I do this or not? Should I sign this contract or not? Whatever's going on, your desires are coming into fruition. Your desires are manifesting. And I do feel like your vision, whatever you were envisioning here, is materializing. If you had some sort of dreams, if you have some sort of, dreams, and you feel like they're messages or downloads, I feel like it's finally coming into fruition. Romantically, I feel like, you are meeting someone that you're very attracted to. Someone who is your type. Someone who you feel like, oh my God, this is like a trophy piece. This is exactly what I want. Yeah, it's like you're going towards it, or you run into it on your way to doing something. I don't know. I just feel like you kind of run into whatever it is that you wanted to manifest. Something else I was getting ready to say. It doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, it's about your desires being manifested here. Dream job. Definitely pretty good for those of you that are wanting to start your own business. I feel like this is being supported because you had some sort of idea. Something was revealed to you. You got inspired. You're like, you know what? This is unique. No one's done this yet. I'm going to do it. And I feel like you are, being very inventive or innovative. You're being very innovative with your way of thinking. And I feel like it gives you something that you desire. Now, you also could be dealing with several signs here. So we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might meet someone who wants to go into business with you. You might have an attraction to a business partner or client or customer, or they're desiring you. You might be torn between an earth and a fire sign, or earth and air. Earth, air, water. I'm sorry, earth, air, and fire could be the people that you're torn between. Or you're one of these signs torn between the other two. I feel like you can't really go wrong. I also got the name Dawn for somebody. I also feel that there is a guy. It could be a woman too, but I'm getting more so a male energy that is really into fashion. So I'm getting like a male fashionista. He's very concerned with labels. If not labels, then at least like just the look. Like, does it look good on me? Do I look good? Do I look like money? And I feel like someone does collect shoes, not just gym shoes or sneakers, whatever, but they collect like a lot of shoes. So they have like a big selection here. You go into their closet and it looks like a shoe store. Except they're all nines. Now, I also get the energy of someone's doing some soul searching. You might come to the realization that somebody or something is part of your path. Somebody is understanding that they can't be afraid to learn about the dark as well as the light. Like duality is needed in spirituality. Doesn't mean that you have to practice the dark if that's not what you're into. And then I'm also getting something significant about like the number 8 or the infinity symbol. Something could be like an ongoing cycle, ongoing learning cycle. And then I'm thinking about the Caduceus symbol as well, with the, that normally shows up in the 2 of Cups. So the Caduceus symbol is also a symbol of a healer, I believe. So maybe some of you are discovering that you are meant to be some sort of healer. You can heal people even through your music or any type of other talent. I have a friend that does art, and she kind of teaches healing through art. And so some of you might be discovering that your gifts or passion can heal other people, or people can find healing through things that you teach or offer. You also may be discovering something in regards to astrology. I don't know what it is that you're discovering about astrology, but it seems like a new insight. If it's not astrology, it can be any type of hidden knowledge or esoteric language that you're looking into. And something looks tempting. Like, I don't know if people are like, don't go down that path, or don't open that book. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And you're just kind of wise enough to say, I don't care. Like, I'm good. I'm not easily influenced. So you are going to have the courage to delve into something that other people don't have the courage to do. Some of you are going to discover that it's meant for you to be independent workers or contractors. Definitely self-employment energy is coming through. If it's romantic, you and your love interest both seem to have independent natures. Like, you don't have to be codependent on each other. You can appreciate the time that you spend together, and also not be needy when you guys are off doing your own things. So you guys both seem to be very confident with each other or away from each other. I get someone who lives in a hot climate and also someone who lives in a cold climate. Somebody may be discovering things about the North Pole or something about the polar shift. All right, let me go ahead and clarify a few things. I'm gonna actually look at the Knight of Swords because I feel like you may get an invitation, or this is about some sort of communication that may be significant. Or you're receiving a message or sending a message. And it's a, yep, it's a bird. What is that bird called on my windowsill? Pigeon. I see someone either getting a white or light car, or who drives in that type of vehicle. I feel like it's white or light colored. Somebody is discovering something about themselves or being led on some sort of path of enlightenment, or someone comes into your life to lead you, to help assist you, or you will be the light bearer for somebody. But it's like you weren't looking for them, but they were looking for something. But whatever it is that they were looking for, they ran into you because you're the person that can enlighten this person or help guide someone. Now, in another situation, I see somebody spying or researching. They're more so observing you, but they're not saying anything or speaking up, but I feel like they're getting ready to. Or somebody's been thinking about you, but they haven't said anything, but they're getting ready to. Someone is learning how to overcome rejection and fears. If you were dealing with a fire sign, it might turn out that you let things go with a fire sign, unless a fire sign has ended things with you. But this transformed you. This helped you evolve. A connection, I feel like a connection with the fire sign helped you to discover that you were still suffering from some sort of past traumas. And you have learned how to confront that. You've learned how to deal with that, deal with your emotions. It also could be that a fire sign used to trigger any type of traumas or something that you could have been going through. And I also see this as someone has been doing their own research or doing some sort of self-help or self-healing. Let's say you had been having some sort of anxieties about anything. You're a hypochondriac, you are insecure, you're, some sort of mental instability going on within yourself. I feel like something's going on where you're like, I can fix this. This is all within me. I need to understand this. Let me know how to understand it so I can overcome it. And I feel like that is what is happening. Romantically, I feel like someone's coming to look for you after a breakup. And I feel like this person has been wanting to come to you. They're nervous, but they're coming to look for you. And it's like now that they're single and available, you know, they can approach you now. They can be with you. I also see someone's been sending you telepathic messages, and then they kind of waiting to cut to see if you know that the message was for you. You may discover a snake around you, or discover that someone's a snake. Feel like you're doing some sort of research and you're very good or successful at whatever it is that you're researching or looking for. You're gonna find what you're looking for. What's that song? One way or another, they're gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. I know I'm singing that so wrong. Don't talk about my damn singing either. Sometimes I sing good, sometimes I don't. But either way, I know that. I don't need nobody pointing it out. But yeah, I do feel like whatever it is that you're searching for, you're going to find it. Especially if you're searching for a home, an apartment, or someplace to live, like you're relocating and you're like, I don't know where to move. What city is speaking to me? I feel like something, you find it. You're being led. You're calling. You feel it. You can feel it in your bones, and you're gonna discover it. Now it's funny because I see the Hermit, which is someone who's usually caught up into their own selves. They're cool with it. They don't care. I feel like a hermit is coming out or ready to date. So someone who's normally used to being isolated and alone is like, I could use some company. So I feel like a hermit may be able or getting ready to come out of their shell. They're ready to kind of explore dating options. If there have been any blockages or obstacles in your life, something that's felt like it was you were being blocked from reaching your goal, for some of you, yes, sometimes I do be picking up on spell work. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like you're going to discover that something was within you, and it's up to you to change or move on from that, let go of some sort of belief system. So I feel like you guys are going to be exploring something new. You're stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you're discovering that something was within you all along, or the need for change was within you, or if it's having something to do with the law of attraction, you're realizing something was within you. It's a lot of self-discovery and breakthroughs that I feel. And whatever it is that you were being blocked from, you know, you're like, you mean I'm the obstacle? Like, yeah, you're your own worst enemy, or you've been the obstacle. And so because you understand something that was going on within you, it's gonna open up doors and new opportunities. Matter of fact, new opportunities may find you. All because of your own inner work, your own self-discovery. You just start attracting people or situations that are drawn to you. I feel like your money or your financial situation and your health situation is going to be stabilizing. I see some sort of foundation being established in your life. Foundation in regards to your career, finances, home, love life. Something looks like it's stabilizing. Okay, so I was looking at the King of Pentacles that was speaking to me. So for some of you that are earth signs or dealing with an earth sign, I feel like you miss them or they miss you. It might be both. And I feel like somebody's been looking for you though. Someone's been doing some soul searching and they keep coming to the same conclusion, which is you. You're the answer. You're the answer. You're the answer that they keep looking for in other people. Yeah. I also see an earth sign maybe planning to approach you. Hopefully the attraction is mutual. I'm not really getting either repulsion or mutual. Well, the Empress does indicate that, you know, there is some sort of attraction there. Let me look at the Empress, matter of fact. So I do see divine masculines and divine feminines. I feel like someone is finding or discovering their divine counterpart or the person that they feel is in alignment with their path. So I feel like this is indicating some sort of physical attraction. If there was a third party situation, I feel like somebody was trying to keep all three, couldn't decide, but now it's about boiling down to two people. It's like it's either fire or air. And somebody's been juggling, like, should it be? Who should it be? Really, I mean, don't get too caught up in the elements. It could be any element, but it does look like something's been juggling between air and fire. All right, so those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully it resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.